think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You say you are a bit of mix and match.
Well, no, I'm an atheist, but I respect and I like to learn about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your foundation is atheist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, can we have 5 minutes of discussion?
Well, we can, but I've got to meet somebody in the library at 10 o'clock.
What time is it? What time is it?
I'll tell you time.
It's 9:43.
Yeah, so we have 5 minutes.
Go on.
Okay. Now, in atheism, you don't believe there's any creator.
No, I think there's something, but my scientific background tells me otherwise. The Quran tells me otherwise. The Bible tells me otherwise. Hinduism tells me otherwise. And I try and piece them together. If you know what I mean? I go, well, I think everybody's got the same, like, love one another, love thy neighbour, that sort of thing. You know, take care of one another, that sort of thing. I love that. That's nice. But something inside me conflicts me. It's just like.
But do you believe? And when I say do you believe, do you accept that there is a creator?
No, not really. No, because again, I think I'm a scientist. I think there's something, but no, I don't.
Okay, that's fine, and that's what I was trying to understand.
Yeah.
So how did you think all this come about?
I honestly think, I think back to the science, man, and I think.
And what did they say?
No, do you know what? I'm not 100% sure. And again, it's like, well, until science can 100% prove it, then I'll always believe that faith as well is also plays a massive part.
Okay, what do you look? Science is basically analyzing an object and coming into conclusions.
Having a theory.
Coming to a conclusion. But also you have something called possibility and probability, rational and logic. You understand? Now I'm going to give you, first of all, anonymously, scientists says that this universe has a beginning. And everything that has, within the field of scientists, anything that has beginning has a causation. Something causes it.
So, okay, so what happens if there was a Big Bang? What made a Big Bang? So that's what I think. And I start thinking, well, is that a creator?
That's where...
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Now, that's what I'm saying. In scientists, the basics of scientists is when something has a beginning, it has a causation. For example, cause and effect. Yeah. Now, would you agree that something caused this?
Something must have caused it.
Exactly. Exactly.
It doesn't just what happened.
Exactly. Now that's something which causes, and as we can see, that everything in this universe depends on something else.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So you're not independent. You're depending on oxygen, food, and water, and everything in this universe depend on something. Now, would you agree that something, the thing which caused it to exist in this universe, can we call it a creator?
Potentially.
Potentially.
So because then what created?
Okay, well, that's another discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another discussion.
We can go back and back and back.
Okay. I can address that later on. That's a very good question. Now stay with me. Now we have a creator. You want again?
No.
Just give it to
Thank you.
Now we both agree that this universe has a creator. And we call it something. We call it something. We don't know what it is.
No. We have a name for it, but we don't know.
Okay. That something possess knowledge.
Yeah.
Because he knew what he was. He knew what he was doing. Okay. It possess power, capacities. Yeah. And what else? It has a will.
Yeah. I want this to happen.
I want this to happen. So it's a willing agent who possesses knowledge and has a power Yeah?
Yeah.
And wanted this to happen, and boom, now we have it.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Again, I'm just like, well, why?
Huh?
I'm like, why?
What do you mean, why?
It's in like, well, what made that potential creator think I want this to happen?
Okay.
Why?
Now that is a very good question. Now the creator created this universe. Yeah. That creator created this universe. Only two options: with purpose or without purpose.
Yeah.
Now we as a human being. Now let's come to the micro level, because we are tiny compared to what else is going on.
Yeah.
We are the human beings. The shoes that you're wearing, we make it for a purpose. The jacket, the building, the car, the camera. Yeah. So everything that we do, logic and rational tells us we do it for a purpose. Now that creator who created you and I has created us with a purpose.
So the wind, we didn't create.
Yeah.
We didn't create the wind.
Yes.
But we needed something to shelter from it.
Yes.
Because it can be harmful. It can be good. It can be harmful.
Yeah. But it does more good than it does harm.
Then we need to create something to shelter from it.
So now the answer to your question is the creator created you with a purpose. Now the next question is, what is the purpose? Why did he created me? Now in Islam, you're talking to a Muslim, by the way. Muhammad. What's your name? Mark Muhammad. Yeah. Islam says the purpose why the creator created you is to worship him alone. Now the word worship is kind of loaded word, but in the Islamic definition it means two things. Number one, show gratitude.
Be thankful.
Be thankful. And number two, obedience. Obedience means you obey the things that the creator commands you, and you stay away from the things that the creator forbid you. Now you agree already that you should be grateful. So I don't have to ask you how much money would you take for your two eyes.
Nothing. They're priceless.
20 million.
They're priceless.
Priceless.
They're priceless.
200 million for your heart.
No.
Shouldn't you be grateful the one who give you that?
So people that are blind.
Yes.
You think, right, okay, you're unlucky.
Yeah.
We need to support you.
But should you be grateful to the creator who give you this?
Well, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure I'm grateful to the creator. I'm grateful for the way we've evolved, potentially. But then somebody must have put two dots in one being for them to evolve, potentially. It wasn't just put there.
Random.
You didn't just see straight away.
Because the concept of randomness, we just put it on a side, because by looking at you, we can see there's a design behind. And intelligence behind.
In everybody.
You understand?
And everything.
So in Islam, you should be grateful to the one who created you and give you all of this. And one verse from the Quran that you have, it says this, and I'll quote it in Arabic and then I'll translate in English. وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you try, Mark, if you try to count all the blessings that you have,
so I can walk it.
You will never be able to calculate it. Agree?
God,
every heartbeat.
It'd be too much.
Every heartbeat, every breath you take, every step, you cannot count. You understand? So as a human being, if you go in the post office and somebody holds the door for you, you look at them naturally, smile and say thank you. But what about your eyes? What about your heart? What about your legs? What about everything? You understand? Shouldn't you be grateful? The creator.
Well, I am. You are. And people forget because the smallest things you should be grateful for.
Yes.
That you can breathe. That you can see.
Exactly. Now the next point, and I'm still talking about the word worship. I told you it means two things. One, to be grateful. Two, to obey the creator. Now in Islam, there is 5 things, and I know you don't have time, but I will only mention one. There's 5 things God says alcohol is forbidden. We Muslims, we don't drink alcohol. Yeah? Now, the question is alcohol good for us or is it bad for us? I'm asking you.
You know what? That's a tough one. It's a tough one because it can be very bad, very, very bad for you, and I know.
Yes.
And I know.
Yeah.
Okay. But there is a culture where there's cultures where they revere it and they don't drink it to be inebriated.
Yeah.
They drink it to celebrate something.
Yeah.
Or, it's like I'll tell you what, this is a good analogy. So in say Somalia or something like that, they chew the cat.
Yeah.
Yes. But they do it to change their state.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you had a little bit, it'd be nice.
Yes.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But some people chew it all day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same with alcohol.
Same with okay. Stuff. So if you put numbers, 10% as beneficial and good, 90% bad for community, or vice versa, which one would you put it in alcohol?
That's a tough question, man.
Come on.
I don't know. It's like, I think it's bad for community. Look, I'll tell you what. For alcohol, specifically, you have glass. Okay, because people are what's the word? Don't use it as a celebratory thing. They use it as a
now, let me give you a statistic. One statistic. Remember the year 2021?
Yes. Yeah. Just COVID.
During lockdown. Give me a estimates. Just guess. That year alone, the number of people who died. Alcohol-related complications.
Because they were lonely. Because they were at home on their own.
Yeah. But estimates.
You know what? I think it would be lower. It would be lower. Yeah,
okay.
You cannot go out.
Okay. NHS record shows under 9,000 people in Britain.
So it was lower.
Yeah. 9,000 people.
Yeah.
9,000 people.
So did the creator, did he send something to say we need to slow down here? Yeah.
I'm coming to that. That's Islam. Islam says zero alcohol, because if this particular point of banning alcohol is implemented in Britain, those 9,000 people would be with us here today.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do you understand? So the creator did have an alternative, and now I'm saying to you, 9,000 people. This is not just the numbers.
No, of course, it could be more. It could be.
No, I'm not talking about could be more. I'll go with the NHS statistics, but this is just not a numbers. These are human beings.
Yeah, of course.
There's someone's dad, somebody's daughter, someone's grandparents. You understand? Now, which system, I ask you now, which system is better? A system that says you can drink as much as you want, and when you die, we'll have enough body bags. Yeah? Or the system that says no drinking at all.
Well, I don't know, because I'm going to be controversial here.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think the world is completely overpopulated anyway with human beings. I think there isn't enough space for us all in the world, and I think there are certain things that are there put in place to try and keep a balance.
Yes.
Okay. Now, alcohol might be one of them. Cancer could be one of them. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of different things to mitigate population, because if we keep going up and up and up, we're doomed. Yeah, we're doomed.
Now, if I go along what you say, then why having NHS?
Yeah.
Cancer. Yeah. Look, every year the scientists and the doctors are trying to look for the cure.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
Every year we pay tax, so when we are ill, that we could be treated. Now, we already have enough other diseases out there which we are coping with.
So why have another one?
Why create one? Would you agree with me?
No, I do agree with that. why have another one?
Yeah. And if I say this to you, would you agree with me? The only disease that it's been put into a bottle and sold on the corner shops, you know,
and
one of them is there.
Cheap.
Yeah,
that's right.
is alcohol.
Yeah. No, I do agree.
So again, I ask the question, and please, I want you to be rational. Let's put the fact that maybe you drink or maybe you don't on the side.
Yeah.
But in the logical and the rational, which one is better for the community, in society?
Personally,
in general,
I'd say none.
None.
Personally, I'd say none.
Yeah.
Because I've had my own battles with it.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't there, I would never have had that battle.
Yeah.
I could concentrate on other better things.
Yeah. So this point I elaborated. Islam, when we come down to the concept of being obedient to the Creator will command you to do what is beneficial for you, and it will forbid you to do what is harmful for you. So in that case, there is a Creator who created you, and the purpose why he created you is to worship him. And the definition of worship is to show gratitude and to obey. That's what Islam is. So I will ask you to read.
Me food for thought.
Yeah, I'll ask you to read the Quran that you have.
Yeah, I do have a Quran. It's in green.
No problem.
Where it is on the shelf.
No problem. And we always here on every Saturday. Please, if you have any,
come have a cup of tea and chat.
no problem. No problem. And if I say anything that didn't come across,
I might not agree.
Yeah.
Listen.
Think about it. Think about what we say. Yeah. Take care, mate.
Right, you have a good day.
You too. You too.
Mate, there was a lot of us there. I've never been to church in my life. Never been to church. And her family would go to church every week. Yeah. And he was the one who come up to me and put his hands on me, the guy. Okay. And they couldn't believe it.
So when you say you're the chosen one?
My special one. Hopefully, I've got, sorry, when it is, I'm late as it is because I was talking to my neighbour. I've got to be in Wolverhampton for my haircut at 11 and I'm late.
No worries, you look, without the haircut, you look fantastic, bro. Don't worry about it. Come back when you got a bit of time, yeah?
I'll be in this, I know you're doing Saturday next.
Every Saturday, yeah, we're here. Nice one, bro. Take care.
I have no choice, bro. From home, you're not going to start. They can afford it.
Do you get?
So the next day, they got to deliver it back at the shop.
Do you ever get caught? Take it to the police station. Yeah, I'll take a picture of the hoodie.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone.
Find you. He's getting kebab in here, don't feel the cold. Yeah, you help me, bro. That's why you turn around.
How are you doing with the brother? Next day, he got to deliver it back on the south anyway. You've got robbing from anyone.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you, mate? Come on, how is everything? I don't believe in that.
I don't take
You gave him obviously one life.
You okay?
I think let's just make the most of it. You know? That's what I think.
We normally tend to come from 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 to 12:30.
Get guys.
Would you want a full, half, or how would you like it?
Yeah, half, right?
Half, yeah? You want biscuits and how do you like it?
I'm not going to I don't like.
This brother, if you look at the WhatsApp group, he's got new titles in his name. You know, you heard of BSc and all this, yeah? His is LMC. Ask him what it stands for.
That's great.
Sorry, let me tell you why.
I'll come back in a bit.
No, this is what I'm saying.